Within months of initial launch, Instagram rolled out Shoppable Reels as a company doubles down on its e-commerce enablement as well. So how can your business take advantage of this in the future as well? We're joined by Tim Hill, co-founder and CEO of socialstatus.io. How are you doing, Tim?
Good, Aaron. Happy Monday.
Yeah, you too. Talk to us about how all this works.
Yeah, this is a really great update from Instagram for users. It means that when you actually are viewing Reels, you'll be able to tap the reel, you'll see the products highlighted, and you'll be able to actually click through and buy. This is something that's only happened for some users, so not every user will have it yet. As Instagram do all the time, they usually kind of roll this out to a little segment of users first, just to see how people react to it, and then it'll kind of launch out to everyone.
Yeah, now, first, talk to us about Reels, because for many of us, with slightly greying hair, TikTok was the first leap, and now I think Reels is basically Instagram hitting back, right?
Exactly. It's Instagram's way of trying to capture that youth market, and it launched 2 months ago, so it's really super new. And what it is music-based short video in portrait mode. It is basically a clone of TikTok. That's really fair to say. They've just kind of taken that TikTok functionality and just thrown it into Instagram. A lot of influencers have said that it's kind of like a lazy clone. Like, Instagram haven't added anything extra to this. They've just basically taken what's working on TikTok and kind of slapped it into the Instagram app. In saying that, Instagram's got the reach. Like, it's got 9 million Aussie users every month. So it's hard to kind of compete against Instagram.
How does that compare to TikTok? You talk about the 9 million active users on Instagram. What's TikTok in Australia at the moment?
TikTok hasn't actually released numbers for Australia, but kind of anecdotally, it seems to be around the 3 to 4 million. But it is very hard to say because they're a bit of a closed book. If anything, they're probably one of the fastest growing though. So I would imagine that number is just going to keep going up.
Instagram has really shown themselves to move quite quickly, haven't they? Whenever they see that there's a competitor in the market, they've almost seen off Snapchat as well by moving across and taking what was the stories on Snapchat that was such a big part of what we were all on Snapchat for, and making that a huge part of Instagram. I think many of us are more likely to post a story on Instagram these days than actually in our normal feed. That's how big a success it's actually been. Talk to us about the shopping side of Reels. I mean, is this just a way for influencers to flog off the stuff that they're wearing?
Basically, it is, but also the timing here, because as we were just saying, we're coming up to Christmas. E-commerce is center stage at the moment because of limited numbers of people actually being able to go into bricks and mortar. So Instagram's really kind of accelerating the launch of these shoppable Reels. It's not kind of consistent with their playbook though, because when you look at stories and IGTV, those were launched two years ago, and it's only been recently that the shoppable element of those has launched. Whereas with Reels,
IGTV's been a bit of a failure, hasn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, I find it hard to find IGTV these days, even if I'm looking for it. It was the thing that they were really trying to push last year, but it never seemed to really take off.
That's fair to say. I agree with you on that. I mean, their real North Star at the moment is stories. It's really true.
People want short, don't they? We don't want Instagram for long, annoying videos where you have to watch and consume, because when you're holding a mobile device, there's only a limit to how long you're actually willing to hold it for, and our concentration is just so low. That's absolutely right. And actually, when you look at what Instagram do, though, everything they do is about testing and iterating. So what people when you look at stories and when you look at video that was rolling out into stories, they were seeing that there was some traction with video, so that kind of like led them into IGTV and also to compete with YouTube, who's the king of online video. So it is this constant battle that Instagram plays against all the other social networks to try to capture the different kind of user behaviors on those social networks and see if they can kind of emulate them on their own app. Yeah, that's it. All right, Tim Hill from Social Status. Always appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Aaron. Cheers.